Love that. What are you afraid of, if anything?
I'm afraid of the same things today that I was in the very beginning of this company, which is letting the employees down. You know, you have a lot of people who joined your company because they believe in your hopes and dreams, and they've adopted it as their hopes and dreams, and you want to be right for them. You want to be successful for them. You want them to be able to build a great life as well as help you build a great company and be able to build a great career. You want them to have to enjoy all of that. And these days, I want them to be able to enjoy the things I've had the benefit of enjoying, and all the great success I've enjoyed. I want them to be able to enjoy all of that. And so I think the greatest fear is that you let them down.
What point did you realize that you weren't going to have another job? That like, this was it?
I don't change jobs. You know, if it wasn't because of Chris and Curtis convincing me to do Nvda, I would still be at LSI Logic today. I'm certain of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
In any company, but for you, given I feel like the Nvda journey is particularly amplified on these dimensions, right? And like,
not normal.
You know, you went through two if not three,
near-death
80% plus drawdowns in the public markets.
Yeah.
And to have investors who've stuck with you from day one through that must be just like so much support.
Yeah, it is incredible. And you hate that any of that stuff happened, and most of it, you know, most of it is out of your control. But, you know, 80% fall, it's an extraordinary thing, no matter how you look at it. And I forget exactly, but I mean, we traded down at about a couple of $2-3 billion in market value for a while because of the decision we made in going into CUDA and all that work. And your belief system has to be really, really strong. You know, you have to really, really believe it and really, really want it. Otherwise, it's just too much to endure. I mean, because, you know, everybody's questioning you, and employees aren't questioning you, but employees have questions.
Right.
People outside are questioning you. And it's a little embarrassing. It's like, you know, when your stock price gets hit, it's embarrassing no matter how you think about it. And it's hard to explain, you know. And so there's no good answers to any of that stuff. You know, the CEOs are human, and companies are built of humans, and these challenges are hard to endure. And
Ben had an appropriate comment on our most recent episode on you all where we were talking about, you know, the current situation in Nvda. And I think you said for any other company, this would be a precarious spot to be in. But for Nvda,
this is kind of old hat.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are familiar with these large swings in amplitude.
Yeah. The thing that to keep in mind is at all times, what is the market opportunity that you're engaging? And that informs your size. You know, I was told a long time ago that Nvda can never be larger than $1 billion. Obviously, it's an underestimation, under imagination of the size of the opportunity.
Yep.
It is the case that no chip company can ever be so big. And so, but if you're not a chip company, then why is that applied to you?
Yep.
And this is the extraordinary thing about technology right now, is technology is a tool, and it's only so large. What's unique about our current circumstance today is that we're in the manufacturing of intelligence. We're in the manufacturing of work world. That's AI. And the world of tasks, doing work, productive, generative AI work, generative intelligent work, that market size is enormous. It's measured in trillions. One way to think about that is if you build a chip for a car, how many cars are there and how many chips would they consume? That's one way to think about that. However, if you build a system that whenever needed, assisted in the driving of the car, and, you know, what's the value of a autonomous chauffeur every now and then? And so now the market, obviously the problem becomes much larger, the opportunity becomes larger. You know, what would it be like if we were to magically conjure up a chauffeur for everybody who has a car? And, you know, how big is that market? And obviously that's a much larger market. And so The technology industry is at the, where what we've discovered, what Nvidia has discovered and what some of them discovered, is that by separating ourselves from being a chip company, but building on top of a chip, and you're now an AI company, the market opportunity has grown by probably 1,000 times. Don't be surprised if technology companies become much larger in the future because what you produce is something very different, and that's the kind of the way to think about how large can your opportunity, how large can you be. It has everything to do with the size of the opportunity.
Yep. Well, Jensen, thank you so much.
Thank you.